Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guest housey, we are back 10 hours later. It is the European division. Welcome, one and all to Formula 4 Racing, round 6 of the championship. Portugal, the boys are in, we're ready to go, and welcome, Housey. How are you, mate?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. We're here again, as you said.
Yeah.
Feels like we've never been away.
Yeah, it certainly does. It certainly
we
does.
are just waiting for. We're just waiting on a couple or one. There was an update earlier, which has caught a few of us off guard, me nearly included. So we'll get going in a minute. But yes, hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for joining us. Back with round 6, as Skater said, Portimao. When we got our first glimpse earlier with the Australian boys, and a cracking race it was, Skate. Cracking race, first time I'd come on Portimao, and I wasn't disappointed. I'm expecting this one to be absolute fire, so can't wait.
I can't wait either there, mate. And yeah, I'm doing what we discussed pre-race in the background there, Housey, and just seeing if this is going to work. I hope it does. But yes, the graphic is there, mate. The graphic is there. And well, it is not displayed just yet. I'm going to get rid of that. And yeah, it should be good, mate. She works. So, well, there you go. It's all happening for us, mate. So, yeah, I do apologise, folks. I was doing a little bit in the background. Housey just had a ripper idea. The light bulb went off. We are back. And, well, there you go.
I've had 2 weeks to think about it.
I mean,
that's how long it took.
It took you long enough, but we got there, mate. And fantastic to see. So, well, the boys are in the lobby. We're running with 18, supposedly, mate. Not too sure if there's going to be some late joiners. I think, well, the Geordie Juggernaut put his hand up to reserve. I did see that, but he's not in the lobby just yet. We've also got I Am Sloth. He's in there. He's already predicting. Slothy Boy's predicting to get reacquainted with a wall at turn 4. I seriously doubt that, mate. We've got Callum Tyler in there as well. Your good self there, Housey. And, well, welcome again, absolutely, everybody. We'll get these telemetries up, Housey. And, yeah, we'll get this one underway, mate.
Indeed we will, yeah. It is the extremist being caught out by the update. So hopefully he will be able to join either during or by the end of qualifying and make it 19 for the race. Yep, evening, dropped us. Give us a weather update if anybody wants to. Anyone in the chat, anyone on the track, in the pits, wants to give us a weather update.
The resident Arnie there, Housey. DJ Death Dragon. Hello, lads. Good luck out there, Deej. Hope you're well there, my friend. Dry from Callum Teller. Excuse me. Well, that was a bit of...
Thank you.
There you go, House. It's too early for me, mate. Already a tongue twister straight off the bat, mate. There you go. Thank you, Callum. Much appreciated, mate. We're currently watching your boy and Denj out there on track, mate. And, well, there he is, the Cadbury Pot 1 driver. And, well, he's looking for a good result, is Denj. And, well, the resident Swede of the bunch. And, well, there you go. There's Chazza. Howdy, strangers. Where are you, Chazza? You're meant to be in the lobby. Get yourself in, son. The Geordie Juggernaut. Come on, Chazza. We know you too well to call us strangers. Come on, son. You're better than that. But, yes, and Denj getting us underway, Housey.
Indeed. She's going to come firing down into turn 1. Tricky first 3 corners. A little lift. Invalidate so straight away does Andenj there on the second corner. So easy to do. I mean, I was going to touch on this as we progress through the session, but Andenj just given us a good example now, so we might as well talk about it. There are various places that are a bit tricky with track limits around here. Can find yourself in a lot of trouble. I mean, I think we had only 6 drivers earlier in the Australian, just off the top of my head, that finished the race with no penalties. So I do expect to see penalties coming in over the duration of the race. Obviously critical here in the qualifying session.
Well, I mean, Andenj just proved that turn 1, Housey, that is an absolute doozy. And well, you can be
if you do.
Well, you can be bloody greedy
if you don't.
You can be absolutely greedy on that one if you want it to be, but it does punish on exit, and that's where they come into it. So we've got the Geordie Juggernaut, aka the Chazza, in the chat. He couldn't update his game for some reason there, Housey. He's re-downloading it. He will be back. He will be back. So, well, there you go, Chaz. I hope that hurries up for you and you get yourself in the lobby, albeit, regardless, you start this one maybe at the back if you're going to jump in here. But yes, watching Pillars now. Pillars is going to be the first one to set a time here, mate. He's just run out of ERS, crosses the line at 16.3 for his first banker. Not too bad at all there, buddy.
No, good job. A few of the other guys getting themselves underway, Kaiser being one of them. Bloomster's just set a lap, 118.193. Can't really compare qualifying between the two divisions, unfortunately, here, because unfortunately it was raining cats and dogs for the Australian side. We had a little bit of a glitch earlier on. For anyone that didn't catch it, I recommend to go back and watch it, though, because it was a cracking race.
Oh, what
really
a cracking race.
Really good battles.
Yeah, all through the field. Really good.
All through the field, yeah. We had to do a little bit of a restart there. We got a bit Codemaster to start with. We were dry in the first session and then came back for a second go at qualifying, and it was absolutely pouring. So, boys' session earlier, wet for them. Obviously, it's dry here, so can't compare the times. Callum and Ramsell also set times now. 17.7 for Callum, 17.7 also for Ramsell. Second and third for the two Texaco boys.
That's exactly right, mate. And currently watching Droftas, I do know there's a couple of guys out there in front of him, but there is a championship fight on. I know it's only early doors, so, well, it's almost a 3-4-way fight up the top there, mate. They're all trying to catch the championship leader and the champ of last season, of course, that being RELPs. And Droftas goes whack with a 1 minute 16.8, if you don't mind there, Housey. Mazepin has invalidated Kaiserhoff. He's coming around that last corner now, mate. Oh, he's got no nose. He's got no nose. He certainly has. We're watching Pease as well in Sector 2. Who is furthest along here, mate? I think it might be Mini Ramsell, a.k.a. Junior. That is Cat F1. That is not representative. He's a very understeer. He is the young fella. Yeah, big time. So he's turned his traction control off, has the young fella. And, well, better take the pain now while you can, because you don't want to leave that one, well, that assist left on for any much longer than what you have to. He's going to have to get himself underway yet again. Mazepin is about to start another run. He's just, like I said, he invalidated his last run. We'll go back up to our championship leader. There he is there. RELP's the Cat F1 Pot 1 driver. Crosses the line and sets a 1 minute 17.2 on a bloody medium. Wow, this boy means business. That's not too bad at all there, Housey.
DJ next, I believe. Great lap, yeah, from Pease. I don't normally put the tyre data up for myself in Q1, but I'm going to, seeing as Pease is doing something different. So DJ then, about to get that DRS open. A little bit late, 17.399 for DJ then, fifth. So it's Texaco's fifth, sixth and seventh at the moment.
And Xerxes sets a 1 minute 17.6 for the Cadbury driver. Nice. And up there in P6 for that lad. Great to see him up there. And let's just hope he can keep it all together for the race. We've got Chewy, who is invalidated. But Mazepin is out there on track. He's got a few more corners to negotiate here, Housey. The old Spice racer.
Is he going to... No, Junior's going to take the line.
He certainly is.
Off cam. He goes second, 16.7. So... Can't have been suffering as bad that lap with the understeer. Maybe just cold tyres on the first lap. Mazepin then we've got coming over the line. Great race for him last time out. Best performance from him.
Well, driver of the day to boot, mate. Driver of the day to boot on the break. And while he did say he loved being in the commentary box, and usually, Housey, when they get their taste of it, they usually do return. So let's see how Mazepin gets on. But yeah, not too bad at all for his first run with a 17.5. Curtis, who was impressed from day dot, sets a 1 minute 18.5. He is going to have another crack at that one. Of course, Q1 is all about survival, how's I? And while Slothy Boy has invalidated, unfortunately, there's still plenty of time left in this session here, Housey.
I've got plenty of time, DJ.
10 minutes and 20 seconds to be exact there, mate. So plenty of time to go.
Yep. Zerk's on another one. DJ just improved on the last lap by a few tenths.
Zerk's is not.
But Pease is still obviously circulating on that medium. Maybe Pease is just having a little look at a bit of a race run here.
Well, I'm
on
not
that
too
medium.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. You don't really want to be costing tyres.
Q2, I know, but I don't know.
But he knows what he's doing, does the lad?
He does know what he's doing.
Well, there we go. My copying's going to be done in time. Not going to be done in time. Well, get yourself in anyway, extremist, mate. Get yourself in. Regardless, you start at the back. Get yourself in.
Get yourself a
Well,
PS5.
Droftas has
So much
just
quicker.
resubscribed for 6 months in a row, and half a year of this boop is what he reckons. I don't know what you mean there, mate, but well, thank you for putting your hand in, Droft. Much appreciated,
Thanks
mate.
for the support.
Thanks for the support. We love you, Droftas. And well, there you go, sitting third at the moment. And if I know that new Portonian, he is up for the battle. I know he's very competitive, and Chazza has just jumped in with half a year question mark commitment. To be fair, oh, there you go. He's copping stick all over the joint. Oh, there's a late call as Kaiser was looking for a cheeky toe, and Kaiser crosses the line. He sets a 1 minute 17.2, puts himself P7 there.
Just Mikey on a lap. Yet to set a lap. He's just purpled the second sector. So good job from him. We'll see him over the line here, out of the long turn. 14 and 15.
Excuse me. Just paying attention to the chat there. There's some funny, amusing stuff happening in the background there, and well, Droftas being Droftas as just Mikey crosses the line with a 17.9. But there you go, mate. Where is Slothy Boy? Slothy Boy's about to set his first time run with a 16.9 P5 from the Texaco driver, and that is a bit better from Sloth. And we'll flick down to, is it Bannister? It certainly is.
Bannister's the first one not to set a time on the lap, yes.
Well, so we're going to stick with him. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. And we've got, well, I'll tell you what, Housey, we've been blessed. We've been blessed with the Season 1 champ. VFR Pillars is in the chat. How are you, Pills? Good to see you support. And, well, there he is, of course, currently on at the moment, top of that timing tree. And
Bannister's wrong.
Bannister's just decided he wanted to cut some grass, and yeah, well, there you go. Kept it out of the. Look how close he is to that wall. Holy moly!
Is that real off? No, he did hit the wall.
He did.
It was just a bit ghost in there for a minute. Yeah, he did tap the wall with the rear. An interesting line there. I don't think that was going to work, to be honest with you. But that's just another highlight here about what we was just sort of briefly touched on earlier about these, A, the track limits, and B, you know, there's a fine line because the apex curbs at a few spots can just really unsettle the rear. Obviously, it is all about the rear here, and as soon as you've lost it, I tell you, it's hard to catch it back at this track. I've done some practice laps, and I did lose the rear a few times myself, and yeah, caught some of them, but some of them you've just, like that one with Bannister, no chance. You're just a passenger. So luckily, he's still got his wheels on. He can go again. We've still got 6 minutes. Well, that is to go in this session.
That is the glorious turn 8, that banked right-hander, mate, and it does catch a lot of people out. It's there's an art to taking that one there, mate, as we did discuss in the Aussie side. And, well, I mean, it is all about the rear end of the car here at Portimao. You want to have that absolutely bolted, especially coming around turn 8, of course. And let's not forget the glorious last sweeping right-hander onto that back start-finish straight, of course. And, well, here is Chewy Racing in that reserve livery. I love the cars coming over the top of that hill, over that crest, down the hill, and here he comes. Here comes Chewy. He sets a 1 minute 18.3, puts himself P15 for now.
Energetics has joined us. Extremist, sorry, we were waiting for. I always get confused with these two. Energetics Extremist. One of you change your name. You're too close. Energetics, so Energetics on a lap first time, and unfortunately he's validated through that end of the first sector, so he's going to need to go again. Bluester had made a mistake a few minutes ago, well, a few moments ago, 30 seconds on ago, in the last sector.
Well, Xerxes is having another stab at it here, mate. He's just come through turn 8, that tricky bank corner. He's negotiated absolutely stunningly, has the lad. And, well, I'm looking forward to seeing how this guy gets on, as Droftas is quite comfortable with a 1 minute 16.8. Says, you know what, lads, I'll see yous in a Q2, and has comfortably retired in the garage. Same with Pease. They'll see us in a Q2, of course. Pease currently 7th on the medium with a 1 minute 16.9 in the 16s, if you don't mind, on the bloody medium. Here comes Zerx. Let's just see how he does. This is the picture. Oh, that must be awesome in real life to see those cars come over that crest, and Xerxes throws it in the pit lane. Oh, Zerx.
You picked him up too much. He was listening.
Oh, no, he was listening. He doesn't like it when we do that. He doesn't like it. Oh, Zerx, we love you, mate. We love you.
So Chewy had a bit of a problem on that lap. so he's going to be coming round and going to the box.
Yeah, he certainly will. That
For a
fuel
fresh
light is
set, maybe
screaming.
another go. Who have we got out here? Mazepin's on an out lap. Bannister also on a lap tap.
I'm going to pick up Energetics. Energetics.
Right,
Bannister is on an out lap, so we're going to stick with Energetics. And he's yet to set a time, of course. That is the Old Spice Racer. As Extremist says, he will not make it. Oh, Extremist. If your update's done before the end of quali, mate, get yourself in if you can. If you cannot make it, Energetics, there he is there. And he's got a bit greedy. That's another section. Turn 7. Turn 7, you can absolutely throw it in there.
Horrible.
But if you go a bit too hard, it does crucify you. And Energetics has just found that one out.
It's difficult as well, depending on how much you throw it into 7.
Yeah.
It's the braking for turn 8 that's the problem.
Yeah, that's
It's not necessarily the turn 7 kink. It's being stable enough when you hit the brake pedal. I mean, again, I touched on it in the Australian side. Obviously, some of the guys maybe not running traction control or ABS. I don't run either, but this track I find probably one of the most trickiest, to be fair, in terms of dealing with the traction and the ABS being off, just with the undulation and things of some of these turns. So you've really got to be on your A game here.
Certainly do, mate. And stability is what it's all about here at Portimao. Of course, the elevation changes, as you can see there, folks. The corners, the banked corners, the sweeping lefts, the sweeping rights. It is all about the comfortableness or the stability of that car. There is downhill braking. There's downhill turning braking. Usually try to brake in a straight line in a Formula One car, but not at this track. It is very, very unique, Housey. And, this corner here too, even this one here is an art to taking that, as what Bannister is finding out now. He's coming around that last corner now, Housey, and it is pedal to the metal and to the line. Let's just see how he fares. He crosses the line. He sets a 1 minute 17.7 P14 from that lad.
Energetics is going again, so he's not too far back. You might want to flick back to him. He's just coming out of the second sector now, just into the third sector. Bit of traffic, but getting out of his way nicely. One of the Cadbury's boys. Let's see how he can tackle these final couple of corners. There's 14, 15, almost like a double right. Bit of a gap between it, but you still got to keep the momentum from the first one through to the second one. He hugs a tighter line, does Energetics.
Yep.
Let's see. Good enough for 13th, or 17.7. So finally, Energetics gets one in, and it's a decent enough lap to be out the
Bloom's
top
about to set another run here, mate. He's quicker, and it's a 1 minute 17.7, and that puts him up to P14 there, Housey. Ramsell has said, you know what, I'm not feeling comfortable. He's come back out on track. Bannister, he's going to do a bit of a charge lap, I dare say. Or is he going again? I think it looks like he's going again.
Is that? No, that's not. Who was that? Sorry, hang on. Bear with me. It was. Oh, I don't know why I guessed it. I shouldn't have guessed. Shouldn't have worried to trouble myself.
Can we speak English, please, Housey? Can we speak English?
Sorry. Just Mikey's on a critical lap here. Currently in the drop zone, 17th. And there was the car that was looking like it was about to get in his way, but at a closer inspection, you know who it was, don't you?
Your boy, mate. Your boy.
It was doing a solid teammate job again.
I mean, he doesn't. The thing is, he doesn't need to be out there. He is quite comfortably safe, but that's what Andenge does. He tries to help his teammates along. He goes back out there with them and tries to give them a nice tow and, get them up there. The more Cadburys he can get to survive, the better off the team Cadburys will be. And he certainly has. Just Mikey with a 17.7 says, thank you, Andenge. P13 and safe for now.
Oh, that's right. I thought that we had a crasher there. We've got Energetics and Bloom stuff.
I've picked up Ramsell. So Ramsell's on a run here, mate. And, actually, no, he's not. He hasn't turned his ERS on. So this will be it now. He's going to turn it on now. And Just Mikey, retiring in the pit lane.
Yep. After that cracking lap from him. DJ's out there as well. Not improving at the moment. Further back.
How much time is left? That bloody yellow flag is up there again there, Housey. We might focus... Oh, it's only 4 seconds. So we're going to focus on Bloom and Ramsell. It's those two that can make a difference out there on track. Currently, Bloom in 15th and safe. Ramsell is a little bit behind him. Bloom is just invalidated. So Ramsell can put himself out of this drop zone with a good lap here, Housey. It's all up to Ramsell. He's going to get the airtime. The time has clicked down, and it is him that the only one that can make a difference on this Q2 session. Of course, yes, this being Q1, it is all about survival. We're going to lose 16th, 17th, and 18th. Ramsell is trying to fix that one right up now here, Housey. He's in Sector 2. Let's just see how he fares.
Yep, doing a solid enough job on the first half of the lap. He's 0.15 up. So is that going to be enough? What's the time? 7:50. Ooh, yeah, I reckon he's going to get himself out here.
Well, don't jinx it yet, Housey. He's got one more quarter to negotiate, and let's just see how he goes. Of course, the Texaco driver, he's got Callum in front of him. Callum is trying to do the teammate thing. Is he? Yes, he is. He gets out of the way, and Ramsell crosses the line. It is a 17.3 P11 for that lad, and safe, and knocks Bloomstar in the drop zone. So that unfortunate invalidation from Bloom has cost him big time. He will start 16th, mate.
Yeah, indeed. But just looking at it again, like the Mikey time there, I think, you know, Mikey and Andenja, that is a solid favour that Andenja's done Mikey. I mean, look how close that is, to be fair. I mean, 13th, Callum Tyler, 17.7. Just Mikey, 14th, 17.7. Energetics, 15th, 17.7. Bloomstar, 16th, 17.7. Bannister, 17th, 17.7.
Yeah.
5 guys there, all on a 17.7. And
well, I mean, even if you look at the top from P2 right through to P7. All right, yes, P said his time on the medium, of course, but they're all 16.7, 16.8, 16.9. And then you look at the mid-pack, 17.2, 17.3, 17.3. There's battles throughout here. This is going to be a belting race if that's anything to go off here, Housey. And we are pumped up, looking forward to this one. And welcome back, drivers, of course. Yes, fantastic to have us back. And, well, there you go, Housey. We did have a bit of a week off, of course. The boys, well, the admins behind the scenes did a solid for all of you blokes out there. Yes, it was Valentine's Day last Monday, and we decided to have a week off. Just goes to show the sweethearts that we have here at Formula 4. But there you go.
To be fair, my wife last week was like, "Are you doing commentary tonight?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "What the?" You know, I'm like, "Well, it's Valentine's Day, isn't it?" And she was like, "What? You boys aren't racing because it's Valentine's Day?" I was like, "Yeah, we're good."
Yeah, I think the lads missed the boat on that one, mate. To be honest, I mean, some of them were playing other games. To be fair, and it was like, well, what was the point of having a break? And then you see people going, oh, you know, people in the service saying, oh, I really miss racing, this, that, and the other. And well, I mean, it was Valentine's Day, and a big shout out to you, Chasey Day. And I messaged him. I said, shouldn't you be spending time with your wife? He goes, what's the difference? Oh, no. Absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So Q2 here, Housey, and cracking.
Well, we do try. Let's face it. We've tried.
It was funny.
What the drivers do, what the drivers do, their own side of it is up to them.
Well, I mean,
I was taking brownie points. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's quite clearly obvious right there. But yes,
I've done a solid job. I even bought presents and everything.
Oh, Jesus!
Yeah, I'm getting soft in my old age.
You certainly are, mate. You certainly are. Does your missus run no assists? That's the question. Yeah. Oh, mate. Anyway,
this is gonna beat me with a blindfold on.
As we got a new follower, McBound. Welcome to the stream, Formula 4 Racing. You are follower number 239. This is the European division, and we're just discussing the week break that we decided to have off for Valentine's Day. And well,
I think she's there, is she not? Yeah.
Yeah, the godmother of the league. There she is there, Seneca, and hey, sorry I'm late, guys. That's okay. That's okay. You're here, and that is all that matters. Yes, and Denge, first one to blink here, Housey. And you know what? We might do your glorious thing.
All right.
And well, once he starts this lap, we'll try. We're going to try something different here, folks. And we're going to attempt to do what they do in real life. I mean, yesteryear, you didn't need to have someone to tell you the audio up. You could hear him 15, 20 miles away. But anyway, we're going to do the same. We noticed in the Aussie division, it was a bit low. but we're going to give this one to Andenge. So here we go.
Audio up. A lap on board with Andenge.
And I think he's just backed out of that one there, Housey. I'll tell you what. Well, let me just go on a brief pause. I'm going to tweak some settings. Just give me 1 second, folks. I do apologise. This game is.
Yep. Hard for a
Okay, we're back. I just did a bit of a audio adjustment, folks. They don't change, and for some unknown reason, they bounce all over the place. We have missed a couple of laps. It's still early doors in your Q2 session. There is plenty of time left, so we haven't missed out on too much. Callum Tyler is invalidated, Zerx is invalidated, and Slothy Boy is out there. We might give this another go to see if this actually works, Housey. Just want to do a bit of a trial run here, mate. I'll get you guys and girls at home to turn the audio up. And there you go. Slothy Boy gets himself registered. And even though it's not a valid time, we got the idea of what we're trying to do. And glad to see those audios sorted themselves out. But there you go. I mean, things have changed behind the scenes. It's not what it used to be with the glorious number 7. Tell you what, everything's turned up to 11. And that volume was still very ordinary. Don't know what's going on there. We're trying to tweak that one as we go along. But thank you, Chazza, as give it being my eyes and ears behind the scenes there, mate. Much appreciated. We're currently watching Junior out there on track on the medium here, Housey. I'm not too sure. It might be Mazespin who is furthest along. No, it is not.
Curtis.
Yeah, there he is there.
He's on the soft tyre, but he's going to box as we say that. So
I'm going to stick with the initial bloke, and that is Mini, a.k.a. Junior. This is Ramsel's son. And, well, there you go. 7th and 8th of the two boys. And we are still yet to see the glorious. We got a bit of a taste of it a couple of weeks ago there, Housey. But, yeah, still yet to see the glorious father-son battle. And that is something everyone in the league is looking forward to. But Junior sets a 1 minute 17.2 on the medium. And that is a lot better from that lad from his first run. Just Mikey is currently out there on track. He had a great Q1 session. All good thanks to his Pot 1 teammate being Andenge, giving him a nice little cheeky toe there on the back straight. As, well, there you go. These notifications do my head in. I don't know how to get rid of them, Housey. But, well, Chazza, you have been invited to the party. There you go, mate. As you could see there on stream there, folks. And, well, Mikey crosses the line with a 17.8 and well, gets himself on the board.
Extremist, yeah. Extremist got himself here, so Extremist will make 19 cars on the grid when we get to the race.
We're just waiting for the Geordie Juggernaut to make an appearance, and well, those two lads will start at the back.
Bit of encouragement, come on.
Well, Energetics is about to set his first time run. He crosses the line now. He's at 1 minute 18.1. And, well, I dare say he will have to go again.
Yep, I believe so. So we're going to pick up on track then. Who's on one? Who is on one here? We've still got... Curtis has just exited the box. Kaiser's just exited the box. The two Rothmans out on track now. Curtis is just about to start a lap, get it underway. Kaiser, sorry. KK's again.
I know, you've been doing that a lot lately with the Kaisers and the Curtises.
Curtis, Kaiser, Extremist, Energetics. I mean,
the only common... The only thing in common they have is the same letter of the start of the name there, mate. The rest of it's all...
And the same team. No, the same team. Kaiser and Curtis. It's the same team.
Jesus.
Come on, don't start me off too much.
We're plucking hairs now, Housey. We are plucking hairs now, mate. But yes, anyway,
I'm
Kaiser...
just going to go with driver. Yeah,
I'll run... The driver. The driver of the driver of the Rothmans car.
Oh dear, oh dear.
The driver of the Rothmans car, that being Kaiser, in the second sector, has purpled at Housey. And, well, there you go. Kaiser is absolutely on one here, mate. So we're going to stay with this lad just to see what time he can do. Well, if you don't mind, we did miss the champ's time. Have a look what he set. A 1 minute 16.4 and says, you know what, lads, I'll see you in Q3. I've had enough.
He's gone different, though. He's gone on a soft here.
Yes, he certainly has, mate.
So he's going to be running something different, perhaps, to a few of the guys.
Well, Kaiser sets a 1 minute 17.1, and not too bad at all. Puts himself P5, and it is the other Rothmans driver of Curtis. Yeah. And, well, here he is. Curtis and Energetics did a bit of a switcheroo, and, well, Energetics is now an Old Spice driver, as now Curtis, is a Rothmans driver, and has just purpled that middle sector as well. And guess what? We have been graced by the presence of the Geordie Juggernaut. He is in the lobby. He'll be starting this one at the very back. And same with the the Extremist. And, well, there he is there in the chat. He's saying, if I only don't get top 10 from the back, I'm going to be disappointed. Well, just get the thing home, Extremist, and you should do okay, mate. Curtis sets a 1 minute 17.5, puts himself P7.
Yeah, I'm on board with Droftus. I'm not sure whether he's on a proper live lap here. He's got the medium tyre fitted.
Ramsel's doing a bit of a flickeroo with the soft and the medium, just making sure that we know he's out there in the garage. Yes, Ramsel, we can see you, my friend. And, well, looking forward to seeing what you can do in this Q2 session. Seeing if you can knock your son off his pedestal, so to speak. And I'm sure you'd love that one. Xerxes, big tank slapper from Xerx. And, well, he will do a bit of a reset. He's backed out of this one here, Housey. And he will go again.
Yeah, so it's just Curtis, I think, on a lap at the moment. But obviously this is second lap here.
He's slower, mate.
So
he's 2 seconds slower.
He's going to be down. So, who is the first on the outlap?
Well, we're going to say Mazepin. Mazepin is
DJ's on one. DJ? Where's Mazepin?
Yes, it is DJ.
Yeah, I think DJ's further. Yeah, it is DJ.
Well, you know what, folks? Audio up, ladies and gentlemen. Audio up. And there you go. DJ gets himself on the board with a 1 minute 17.3. Not too bad at all from the DJ man. Very, very good. Mazepin will be next here, Housey. And, well, I guess... Oh, is it Sloth?
Mazepin made a mistake. Yep,
Yes.
Sloth, mate. It's going to be Sloth. Mazepin made a mistake. There we go. That's a better lap from Sloth, or a more representative lap from Sloth. Yeah, unfortunately, Mazepin making a mistake on that lap, so we'll need to go again. Whilst we were listening to the glorious tones from DJ's car.
Of the V6 hybrid engine.
Yeah. I was trying to
so I don't mean to giggle, but we're old school here in the commentary box. But yes, Ramsell, tactical tyre change he did say when he was flicking those tyres. He's currently out there on track, and well, it looks like he's got a rev glitch. Unless he's he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He's just getting out of the way of who was that? His teammate. Being that might have been DJ. Is DJ going for another run? No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's down.
Yeah, so
Mazepin invalidated again. So 2 minutes left on the board.
Well, we've still got two lads yet to set a time. One being Ramsell.
Yeah, Ramsell.
The other one being Callum.
Well, Callum's still in the pits, Callum. So Callum's gonna have to get on with this one. Ramsell just starting the lap now, so. I want to go all the way around with Ramsell. We can.
Might as well, mate. We might as well.
We might as well. Give him a bit of airtime. So this is a tricky exit. This one can either understeer out or lose the rear on traction. Heavy braking here into the hairpin.
Not too shabby at all. Purpled the first sector. How's he by the look of that?
Again, exit there on traction can be tricky. Through the fast turn of 6. Here is that flick of 7. And this is the braking zone I was on about again. Traction up here, exit, off camber, uphill. Does it nicely though, does Ramsell.
He looks comfortable. He looks comfortable, which is good to see. He looks very comfortable. That car looks extremely stable.
Solid.
It does.
It does. It does look solid. Pushing the limits on boundaries there slightly. Again here, another place where if you're not running traction control, you're definitely going to know about it. Not too bad on the understeer here into 14. So it's looking good from Ramsell, this.
Oh, that's such a great shot coming over that crest. I can't stress it enough. It is a fantastic shot. But here he comes here, Housey, with a 1 minute 17.1 P7. And he's Junior. Junior is in P8. Ramsell, his old man, in P7. And Callum has decided to make an appearance out on track. Mazepin has made a blue. Oh, no. Xerxes has retired from the session. What has happened there? He's in the garage. He didn't get out in time. Yeah. And, well, he might have the best of the rest. He's, well, here you go with the free tyre choice.
Callum on his lap then. I'm not sure who else we've got out there. Just Mikey's invalidated.
Well, Energetics is on one.
Mazepin's invalidated. So it's Energetics and Callum that can do something at this point in time. Energetics furthest along, just coming into turn 11.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, Housey. If Energetics...
Yes, there you go. He's validated.
Oh, so they survive. Curtis is right on the cusp. Is Curtis out on track? Is Curtis out on track? He's right on the cusp here, mate. And all Callum needs to do is better. A 1 minute 17.5. And Curtis is done. He's done, so he's right on the cusp. Oh,
Callum's done as well.
Oh, he spun. Oh, no. And he'll start at 15th. Oh, unfortunate for Callum. And that was it. Turn 8. And, well, there you go, mate. Catches out Callum, unfortunately, mate. And, he's got hot rears. And, well, there you go. He's, I won't stay with that. The Energetics is just putting around there. Invalidated his final run. Unfortunate from Energetics. Curtis has thrown that one in the garage and survived. Unfortunately, Xerxes is the best of the rest. And, well, there you go. Reps on the... Xerxes' Xerxes' Q3 streak has come to an end. And
yeah, I think that was going back to last season. I can't remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a moment of silence as Xerxes has failed to make his Q3 for the 100th time in a row. And, well, there you go. Ramsell has just cost himself a full-time seat. And, well, there you go. Well, it was from Australia last season there, Housey, is what Xerxes is saying. And big shout out to you, Xerx. The race is long. Just keep her clean, mate. That's actually might be a good omen for you, Xerx. might be a good omen. And well, there you go. Xerxes is well. Hey Xerxes, if it works for you, mate. I mean, oh, we've got some banter in the chat, mate. We've got some banter in the chat. As well, Xerxes is saying you've just lost your seat. Ramsel's laughing, and then Xerxes goes, "Why are you laughing?" He goes, "Because it was worth it."
Oh,
Well, I
just
mean,
lost next season's seat too.
absolutely brilliant from the lads. As look at Peas. Oh, geez. How can you stop this lad? 1 minute 16.471. One lap whack. There you go. And his old sparring partner, his old teammate, and Denge, different team this season, competitors this season, not too far behind. And you got Pillars is there in P3, the new Portonian P4, and Slothy Boy P5. P6 is Kaiser, Ramsell is 7, Junior is P8, DJ P9, and Curtis survive. So Q3 to come.
Yeah, straight split there between the top 10, 5 on the softs, 5 on the mediums. So we're going to get an interesting strategic start to the race.
Everyone's chipping in, Housey. Everyone is chipping in. DJ didn't know first time he didn't get into Q3. I thought it was more. Oh, you boys want to be careful. Xerxes won't be happy. Good to see the banter is alive and well. Alive and well.
Q3 then. Let's see if he's going to be first out the box. Is it going to be Xerx? Oh,
no.
mate, he's not there.
Pills! Pills just got jumped by Edenge. Oh, Pills will be filthy. Pillars will be filthy.
Did he?
Yeah.
He did as well. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's going to race in the pit lane on the exit.
He did.
He can get the
Pillars
limiter off.
is filthy. He wanted the airtime, and Denge beat him.
Look at this. He's all over the back of him now.
Relax, lads. It is an outlap. It is an outlap. And look at him. Look at him. They all know it too. And well, Anden says, "No, you don't, Pills. Get behind me, son. And I'm going to take this one first off the bat. That is the Cabri Pot 1 driver. And well, there you go. Brilliant.
Might well see it switch because I think we did. Did we see this last time out? I was racking the brain 2 weeks ago now, but I think this happened last time as well, and eventually Anden did yield and let Pillars go.
Well, I mean, Pillars would be crazy to sit that close behind him on a timed run. I dare say one of them is going to back off, and Pillars has just heard the call. He's backed right off, and Denge has got some clean air. He's got the whole track to him. Well, not the whole track to himself, but he's got no one in front of him. And, well, Pillars is just staying within that cheeky toe range, isn't he? Have a look at him on that track map. And, well, there you go.
Den's the first guy to get us underway. Let's see if he can get this right. Gets that right this time after being on board with him earlier and invalidating those first couple of corners.
Well, you dare say these boys have got their eye in by now. Surely, Housey. Q3 session. These laps are going to tumble and tumble and tumble. Let's just see who's got the pace here at Portimao, because that's what it's all about. It's a bit of a strategic first 2 qualifying sessions, of course. Q1, Q2, but Q3 is when the boys decide to say, you know what, this is what I've got, lads. Catch me if you can. And Denge, first one to blink, looking absolutely stunning out there on track is that Cabri car. And, well, he's doing a stellar job as well, Housey.
Yep. Oh, it needs a decent result this week, and I'm, last time out in Singapore.
I'm hoping I'm not feeling a bit of unrest in the Andenge camp here, Housey. Number 1 subscriber to the Andenge party is hello there, Housey. And, well, there you go. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
Definitely not.
I thought he was going to invalidate. He was right on track limits. That was bloody close from Andenge, but here he comes. The resident Swede crosses the line right about now. Set to 1 minute 16.8 as we'll flick down to Pillars, and Pillars will be next to 16.2. Jesus.
P's next. Here we go. What's P's going to set?
It's a 15. Oh, it's a 16-0.
Oh, 0.
Jesus. Oh, I'll tell you what, I reckon Pease has got more in him too. I reckon he's got more in him. This is only his first time run. Curtis is invalidated. Kaiserhoff crosses the line with a 17.3. It will be Droftas who is next. Oh, Droftas is invalidated. Mini Ramsell crosses the line very, very shortly. What is he set? It is a 16.7. Flick down to Curtis.
Two
Curtis has invalidated. Droftas invalidated. So they're going to have to go again, mate. And whether they decide to put this one in the pit lane or not and just wait till the end, that is up to them, of course.
Curtis looks like he's on it this time. We're carrying on. I'm not sure about draft, but
Look at Xerxes in the chat. We love you, Zerx. We don't care what anyone calls you, mate. We love you, buddy. We love you. The graphics god himself needs a hug every now and then. And we're putting our big arms around you, Zerx. Big bear hugs for you, my friend. And while the race is long, looking forward to seeing what you can do during the Grand Prix, of course. But yes, Curtis, you're absolutely spot on here, Housey. Is on another run. The fuel light fuel light is screaming at him. We'll just see what he is like at the end of this second sector approaching now. Oh, he's just invalidated. Oh, dearie me. Forget that one.
I don't know if Droftus is going or not. I mean, I would have probably followed his teammate of Curtis there just to see if I could get a cheeky toe if it was me.
The fuel light's screaming at him though there, Housey. He might decide to throw this one in the pit lane.
He hasn't used any battery.
No, that's right.
I reckon this one's coming in. This one's coming in. Obviously, the Texaco boys. Who was it? They were sat in the pits. DJ and Ramsel yet to come out. So maybe only one run for those two. As we've got that bit of a lull. Sloth still out on the track, but he's on his way in.
Well, I don't think he's on his way in. I think he's pushing. No. And yeah, he certainly is. He's up on his first sector. He's 1.5 tenths up. Slothy boy is on a lap. He's got the whole track to himself, Housey. And this is a good opportunity to turn your audio up, everybody at home. And there you go. Sloth gets himself on the timing sheets with the 1 minute 16.8. Well, have a look at that. 3 fat ladies, 8. And there you go. So, well, not too bad at all. These boys will do another run, of course, Housey. Plenty of time remaining in this session. 5.5 minutes to be exact. And Ramsel. Of course, you couldn't hear us, mate. It was an audio up for the cars there, brother. And well, just look at your screen, mate. Next time that happens, big graphic that says audio up, and it's all for the cars. Yes, they're no longer the naturally aspirated, beautiful sounds that we used to hear. The V6 twin turbo hybrid era, and well, audio up is the way of the future apparently. So here we go, DJ Death Dragon prepping his car, and he's about to go again.
Yeah, Andenge started his second run as well here, so he's the furthest along. Is Andenge? I'm going to keep half an eye on my boy. Let's see what goes. He's just purpled the first sector as Andenge. I know you're watching DJ on the stream, but Andenge just purpled the first sector. DJ now purples the first sector too. So it's like for like between Andenge and DJ.
Well,
Gloves are coming off here.
We might flick between both of them. They're very close together on track. We'll see what Andenge does in the second sector. I dare say he might purple this one. And we'll see if DJ is following suit. And no, he hasn't. But we'll flick down to DJ quickly. And here he is in the same part of the track, so to speak. He's about to go through this second.
Narrower line there from DJ.
Oh, great line. Very good, and he's purpled the second sector. So we'll flick up to Andenge to see what he does. He's only a 10th up on his previous best. So let's just see if he can better his previous set time of 1 minute 16.8. So 1:16.5 had a mighty last sector there, Housey. And now we'll flick back to DJ Death Dragon, one of the Dutchmen. Well, the other one being Energetics, of course. But DJ crosses the line with a 16.5. P3 from DJ. Well done, DJ.
Yeah, great lap for him, seeing as that was a one and only lap, I think, for DJ. So pressure on. Keeps a nice cool head, does our DJ. So,
well, I'll tell you what, Housey, being blessed by the presence of Grandpappy of the league, that being Aylin, is in the chat. And, well, I mean, poor Xerxes. Poor Xerxes copping it from all angles. And, well, Curtis is backed right out of this one. He's made a bit of a blue, and he will need to go again. Ramsell is, well, greeted us with his presence out there on track. He's prepping his car here, Housey, getting himself ready for a final run. And what is the new Portonian doing? Well, here he is there, and he's coming around that last corner. He's got a teammate in front of him. Is that Kaiser? No, it is not. It is Curtis. And, well, Curtis said at 1 minute 28. They are both on laps right about now, Housey. We're going to stick with this one, and we'll stick with Droftas, of course. Well, one of the Pot 1 drivers yet to set a time. He's left it a little bit late. Still plenty of time, but a little bit late to get a timed registered on that board, of course. 2.5 minutes remaining in this session. He's got time to go again if he chooses, if he needs to. We'll just see what he does. He's approaching the end of the first sector. And purple! That is better from that lad. A 21.8. Fantastic to see. And let's just see how he fares on this the rest of this lap, Housey.
Kaiser's improving on his lap as well, furthest around. Droftas' teammate on one of them.
Yep, we'll
one of the other drivers driving the Rothman's
one
car.
Of the other Formula 1 Rothman's drivers.
Yes, yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
You've got him. You must know him.
Yeah, that bloke. Oh, yeah, I know that bloke.
Improves in time, then. Doesn't improve in place. Does Kaiser.
Well, we're going to have to be quick here because Curtis is just in front of Droftas. They are both on timed runs. Curtis's fuel light is screaming at him. Not too sure when that one on. Yeah, you stay with Curtis. I'll stay with Droftas.
Curtis is 5 seconds up on his time, so obviously with that 28 on the board, I'll give you Curtis's. Straight back to Droftas then. So Curtis does 16.6.
And Droftas the 16.2 P2. And that is a bit better from the new Portonian. Here comes Ramsell. His son qualified P7 at the moment with a 16.7. Ramsell, the father, senior. Here he comes. Let's just see what he can do. Can he knock his son off his perch? This is what we all want to see. He crosses the line. It's a 17-0. And he hasn't. No, 3/10. So I was getting excited, Housey. I'm getting excited. I desperately want to see that battle. I really want to see it.
We're going to get it at some point.
At some point. It's got to happen. I mean, please. Please make it.
Hills is on a quick one here. Hills is on a quick one. Who is that? Is that Minnie? It is Junior. Junior's.
Oh, Jesus. Pills is on a quick one. This could be pole. This could be pole from Pills.
It's close. 2.1.
So come on, Pills. I know he wants it. I know he wants it. Can he do it? Can he do it? Oh, yes! He's done it. 15.8. Holy moly. Pillars takes pole position. Hang on a minute. Pease is out there on track. What can Pease do? He's just been knocked off his perch here, Housey. He will not be happy. The Season 1 champ goes Season 2. I'm still here, buddy. This is Season 3, so all is irrelevant. Pease, here he comes. Well, one more corner to go. The fuel light is screaming at him, Housey. Can he beat Pillars' time? Can he do it? Can he do it? Close! No! Oh, wowee! Wowee! 300ths of a second. 300ths of a second. And Pillars takes the pole position.
Sloth's going to improve, is he? Yeah, he's going to take the line. He's a couple of tenths up, I think. Sloth, yeah, moves himself up to 5th. 116.5. Good lap for Sloth. Junior is on another lap. Just about level pegging.
Well, Kaiser purpled the middle sector as well. So there's a lot of boys out there on laps at the moment, mate. So
here we go. Oh, Junior, look at that. 4th, 16.4. Purpled that last sector to Junior. Pills again. Pills gone again, but it's nowhere near, obviously. Who was the Rothmans?
That is Kaiser. Oh, why did he weave? Why did he weave? He could have beaten his previous best.
Up. And Denger's just purpled the middle sector. He's 1/10 up. I'm not 100% sure. I believe that purple will win the middle sector, but we'll see what he gets over the line. Currently 7th for Andenge.
He's lost all that deployment very early doors, mate. So I'm not too sure if he would have beaten it. Would have lost a chunk of time on that back straight. So we'll just see. We'll just see when the timing screens pop up, mate. We'll just have a bit of a look. And he did. P4 from Andenge. So have a look at that. Pillars on top by 300ths of a second. And I reckon he'd be high-fiving the wall after that one. Great job, Pills. Awesome, awesome stuff. P's, P2. And I tell you what, look at Droftas just hanging there. And P3 and Denge, P4, Junior. Great qualifying from that lad. P5, the lad has just turned off his assists. P5, how's he? Not too shabby. DJ Death Dragon, P6. I Am Sloth, who's another one who's running 0 assists, I do believe, just turned off the ABS. So that's a bit tricky as well in P7. Curtis, P8. Kaiser, P9. And Ramsell take out the 10th place.
So I'm just having a quick look. So Peace, remember, is going to start on the softs. Pillar's going to start on the mediums. So the top two different compounds. Droftus, what did he do? Droftus is on the mediums. And Denge is also on the softs. So you've got different for the top 4, 2 and 2. So that's going to be interesting off the lights. Junior's on the medium, starts on the medium. DJ is going to be going from the mediums as well. Slothy Boy, what does Slothy Boy do?
As we've got a new follower, Evil Hunter. Welcome to the stream. Follower number 240, my friend. This is Formula 4 Racing. You're currently watching the European division. And, well, qualifying has just been completed. Get yourself buckled in. We've got a cracker of a race coming up at Portugal.
Yep, dry conditions for the race. So an even playing field. Not glorious sunshine, but it's dry. As we'll wait for the boys to get their race strategies sorted out, organised when they're going to come in for their pit stops, or their planned pit stops at least. And then we'll have a formation lap before this one gets underway, and it's going to be action-packed, I guarantee you. Yay! Hunky Blue. Hunky Blue in the chat.
He might be a bit confused, mate, because that to me looks like a cat. Oh, yeah, unless he's Blue Dog that's throwing cats.
Orange cat. He's Garfield. Garfield!
He's a bit confused, even though he does race for Cat F1, does Blue Dog. But yes, obviously Blue Dog.
Maybe that's what
maybe, I don't know. The way that lad thinks sometimes. How are you, Blue? Good morning. And, well, cat, there you go. Cat mode. Cat racing, mate. Come on, mate. Well. A dog driving a cat.
Team Yellow.
Team Yellow. So there we go. We've got Pillars on top of the timing tree. And there you go. Leads the pack on a formation lap here, Housey. It's been a while, but the lad would be loving it. And there he is there. P1. P2 is our Season 2 champ, being RELPs. And that is Cat F1. That is the car that Blue Dog's talking about. Cat F1. We've got Droftas, a.k.a. the new Portonian. And there he is there. P3, Rothmans Racing. Also got and Denge, Cadbury F1. And, well, that is a fetching livery as well. We've flicked down a Mini in P5, a.k.a. Junior. Great result by him on the medium, if you don't mind, Housey. And DJ Death Dragon, Texaco Racing. Great qualifying from DJ. He's the lead Texaco driver. Fantastic to see. I Am Sloth in P7. Great job by him as well. Another lad has just turned everything off. Curtis, a little bit out of place here in this one. Not too sure if this is a favourite of his. I'd seriously doubt it. We usually see him a little bit higher up than that. But look forward to seeing how this fella does during the Grand Prix, of course, Housey. Kaiser, his teammate, Rothmans Racing, P9. Great showing from Kaiser. Kaiser's really knuckled down this season, and it is good to see him up the top end of the grid, of course, where he is there. Senior, that is Junior's father in P10, how's I? And Texaco Racing. Xerxes, the best of the rest, P11, got knocked out of the Q3 by, well, he did, by Ramsell, and Ramsell is, funny enough, in P10. Xerxes is in P11. And look for some fireworks to come there. Just Mikey in P12. Cadbury Racing. Energetics. There he is there. Energetics is, well, P13. Mazepin, P14. Callum Tyler in P15. Bloom. P16. Bannister. P17. Chewy Racing in the reserve livery. That is P18. The Extremist has welcome to the grid, my friend, in P19. And the Geordie Juggernaut, Chazza, rounds out the grid in P20.
So here we go then. Strap yourselves in. Don't move a muscle.
Woof.
You're not going to want to miss any of this. I don't even know where to look.
I don't know. I'm looking at the front. I'm going to see if I can get a good wide shot at everything.
I'll cover the back.
When you cover the back,
cover the
and we'll
back.
meet somewhere in the middle, Housey. But we've got some lights. Have we got some lights? 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we go here at Portugal. Great start there by Pillars, but look at Pease. Pease is hunting. Look at this side by side going into turn 1. Who is going to yield? They've left the space. Oh, there you go. Pills has gone wide, and Pease takes the lead. Fantastic stuff. So far, so good from all involved. Nice and clean, Housey. Nice and clean.
Yeah, a little bit of contact between 2 of the Old Spices. I think it was Energetics and Mazzaspin. Mazzaspin coming off slightly worse. I'm just double checking to see if I can see if he's got any damage. I don't think so. I think he got away with it. So yeah, it looks pretty clean at the start there. Absolutely top job, boys. Well done. Really, really good start.
There we go. As the tire track comes up, and it is, well, the game's saying a soft hard, mate. Whoa. What's going on there? Energetics with a bit of a slide there. Callum Tyler had to take avoiding action. And there you go. Xerxes already up in a P7. Well, has this lad turned it on for the race? Good to see, Xerx. Good to see.
Yep, Curtis in a bit of trouble in the middle of the second sector there. He's dropped down to 20th place. He's missing a right-hand end plate. He's going to need to box. So disastrous start for Curtis.
Well, there you go. And Energetics has got a fan. McBound was just a recent follower, is cheering on his mate, Energetics. Wonder if McBound is a Dutchman as well. There is another Dutchman in the field being DJ Death Dragon. And there you go. DJ, Callum and Ramsell all nose to stern. Here comes Energetics on the inside. Has he got it? Oh, Ramsell's gone wide. Ramsell has gone wide. Energetics takes that position. Oh, he's still hanging in. He's still hanging in. He's going to have the inside.
He's got the inside here.
And very good job from Ramsell. Awesome stuff. Where is Junior? Junior's up in P4. And no, he did not like it. But, well, there you go.
He's coming up the inside here. Coming up the inside. He's going to try and take it. These two are going to cause themselves problems with the guys behind. Just Mikey Mazzaspin Extremist. All right there. Ramsell and Energetic still going at it. Oh, still going at it. Oh. Excellent driving from the 2.
Well, there you go. Energetic support, donning the orange helmet, of course, being a Dutchman. And, well, Ramsell does take track position. He's gone a little bit deep. But no, there you go. Brings the car up in time. And Energetics will just have to tuck in.
My God, it's all kicking off behind. Mazzaspin Extremist. Chazza, look at Chazza from the back of the grid. Up 7 places, 13th. He is absolutely on fire at the moment, is Chazza. Trying to work his way through. Obviously, we know his pace from last season. When he's on it, he is on it.
He absolutely is. A very, very quick driver, is Chazza. He's in P13. He started at the back. And let's not forget the Extremist, who said in the chat he's going to follow Chazza through. And that's exactly what he's done. P13 and P14 from those 2 lads, as we'll flick back up to the top, because Droftas is in P5. He had a bit of a disastrous start, did Droftas. And, well, Junior is in front of him. He won't be liking that. But he's got a good run as the new Portonian. And there you go. Under braking, he should have this. But no. The mid-junior's hanging it in there, side by side. But Droftas gets that position up into P4. Great stuff. I'll tell you what, House, it might be a good opportunity to have a look at this replay of the start, mate.
Yep, go for it. We'll try and keep an eye on what's going on.
There you go. That's what happened at the start there, folks. And, well, there's a bit of wheel banging between Peas and Pillars. But, Pillars, where is Pillars?
Yeah.
Where is Pillars?
He's right down. I don't know what happened to him.
What happened to him?
I've just noticed it. I've noticed it at the same time. Well, maybe not the same time, but I've noticed it. I'm just trying to check the race director to see if anything in there, but there's nothing in there. The godmother spotted it as well.
She spotted it straight. Eagle eyes. You need to be in the commentary box because we have missed that one there, Sunuka. And, well, there you go. Well, I don't know what happened to him. I cannot answer you that question, unfortunately. There's been action galore as well. Here we go. Just Mikey and Chazza. A bit of a battle going on for 11th and 12th here, Housey. And I reckon this one's going to be a cracker. So far, so good. There's battles absolutely everywhere throughout this grid.
Yeah, well, obviously now Chazza, just Mikey, Energetics just up in front. Extremist not too far behind. And you got Mazzaspin, Bloomstar, Pills on the recovery. No damage to Pillar's car, so Maybe
No,
just got
mate.
into one of the turns hot behind P's. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe
Very
that's it.
uncharacteristic for him to make a mistake. And, well, finds himself in 16th place.
Indeed. This is definitely the battle here around sort of 10th back to... Well, probably is back to Pills. And to be fair, in 16th, a little bit of a gap between some of them, but... Front runners spreading themselves out a little bit. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you.
No, neither was I, mate. The battle is
But,
really in the mid-pack and lower as Pillars makes a move on Bloom up into 15th place from Pills, and he sets his
team
sights.
orders now.
Well,
Here we go.
we're going to see team orders come into play because Pillars is on a charge. He's absolutely on a charge.
Mazepin's got to be careful here, though,
Yeah,
not to let Bloom through. Can they do it? Can they do it correctly? Should be easy enough with the DRS. 4 Pills, yeah. But can Mazepin hold it? Oh, it's going to be close.
Oh, Pillars got it wrong. Pillars got it wrong, turn 1.
Yeah.
That's maybe what happened on that too. And Mazepin, well, doing a great job. Yeah, he's just held up Bloom a little bit. And, well, Pillars can set his eyes on the extremist.
Chazza then past Mikey for 11th. Mikey's still trying to keep his nose in, though. Great start from Chazza then, up 9 places now. Biggest drop or loser is Pillars, excuse me, down 13. We'll check on that again later on, of course. Try and keep you up to date with what's going on.
I'll tell you what, Housey, Junior is not letting Droftas go. He's still within that glorious DRS range. And, well, Droftas just can't shake the young lad, the young lad at the moment. And, well, there he is. And that is 7/10 of a second. He's going to get the rear wing. The letterbox is going to open up. And he should close right back up. But let's not forget, Droftas has got it as well. And a bit of a mini DRS train. And, well, Droftas is trying to close right in on I Am Sloth. Excuse me.
Looks like he's done that down that straight as well. Looks like he took a bit of a chunk out of him. DJ then and Kaiser having a bit of a battle down into turn 1, 2, 3. DJ not giving this one up. It's compromised on his line.
Kaiser with a bit of a wheel spin and went towards DJ. He had to lift a little bit. And that cost him big time. DJ has taken that position. Great move, DJ, up into 7th place. But Kaiser's not done. Kaiser is not done. We did see in the Aussie division, though, Housey, at the start of the Grand Prix, these softs are only good for 12, 13 laps. And then they drop right off the cliff. But the medium soft strategy seemed to be the way to go. The medium is the optimum race tyre around Portimao, of course. They will last about 20 to 22 laps max, of course, in the first stint. And, well, there you go. So, well, that is how it's all going to play out, folks. This track is notorious for track penalties. And as you can see, 4 drivers, Mazepin, Bloom, Bannister, and Callum all have them, unfortunately, at this early stage.
Oh, nice. Chaz is on the move again here. He's looking to try and get a move done on Energetics. He's round the outside in turn 14. Gets it done. Good job. Yeah, Chaz is on the move here, I tell you.
Chaz is on the move. He's looking for a good result. Is the Geordie Juggernaut. He's fought his way from the back of the pack all the way up into P10. And, well, the young fella. I think so. No, I don't think so. No. Chaz has got some straight line speed. And that's
better of it, but just beyond Pillars and Extremist.
Let's not forget, though, mate, that sausage curb turn 1, they are savage. And maybe, I've just seen Pillars graze that one a couple of times. Not too sure. I'm not going to put words in the fella's mouth. But maybe, just maybe, he's got a bit aggressive on that curb.
Up to 12th then, Pillars.
Well, he's
made the move on Mikey.
Well, he's got his teammate in front of him.
Team orders here.
There you go, team orders. Look at that. Pillars is cracking the whip. Pillars is cracking the whip. He's saying, get out of my way, Energetics, get out of my way. He's trying to make a comeback, his Pills. Not too sure what happened to him early doors, of course. But, well, there you go. He's on the fight back. He sees the Geordie Juggernaut in front of him, and you'd be thinking, there's no way you're in front of me. But, anyway, this will be a battle for the ages, folks. Mini Ramsell is still hanging on to the back of Droftas. 7/10 of a second now, mate.
Got a good run. Droftas got a good run on Sloth this time. I think he's going to get this move done down into turn 1. Nothing Sloth can do about it.
No, nothing he can do. He's almost a sitting duck there, punching the hole in the air, and that is easy pickings for Droftas. As we'll just double-check these replays, House. You're going to double-check that one to see if everything's all kosher, mate. But we'll just double check, and there you go. Ramsell, Mini Ramsell and Droftas. Droftas is looking at I Am Sloth here. And, well, there you go. Very, very easy pickings for that lad. Moves him up into 3rd place, Housey. Back to live screens, mate.
Yep, Chazza's still on the hunt. He's hunting down Ramsell now. He's got the gap down to half a second, so keep your eyes on that on the timing tree. Bloomster about half a second off the back of Mazepin as well. It's about the closest battles going on at the moment, apart from that Junior Sloth Droftus area. Junior now trying to close in on the back of Sloth, and he is doing so. It's taken quite a bit out of him this lap as Junior, so Sloth may be a sitting duck by the time we get to the start-finish straight for Junior
well,
this time around.
Look at Pills. He's just caught up to Chazza by about 1.2 seconds in a lap. He is absolutely setting. Hang on a minute. We've got some slow cars. We've got a slow Texaco at turn 1. We had a slow Rothmans at turn 8. And a very, very slow Rothmans at turn 3. Not too sure. Maybe 3 drivers making some mistakes there. Not too sure. But Pillars is absolutely on a charge. Look at this lad. He's going to see if he can get Chazza here, mate. He's got a great run on him. But this is a DRS train. Dare say Ramsell's going to drop out of the top 10 here, mate.
Yeah. There we go.
Is Pillars going to go for it? No, he's not. He thinks better of it. He thinks better of it. And, well, he's got to keep that front wing together. He doesn't want any more mistakes. And, well, he's climbing his way back up this order. Chazza has just got some breathing space. Ramsell has made that car as wide as a bus. And, well, Pillars has to bide his time ever so slightly. Just to, that was close. That was bloody close. There was almost no front wing there for Pillars as he nearly went into the back of Ramsell. And, well, Ramsell doing himself solid. Stirring Xerxes up. Now he's stirring Pillars up. He's, well, a bit of a menace today, so to speak. As in theoretically, not on track, of course. And there we go. We have a virtual safety car. Virtual safety car. What has happened out there, Housey?
I'm not sure.
Why is there a VSC? Why is there a VSC?
Callum's down at the back, but I don't see that being a problem. Obviously, Curtis is down as well. Curtis put on hard tyres as well through his stop, which we hadn't picked up. So, good time to pick that one up.
Yeah, but we do know the hards are no good around here. He's probably going to try to stretch them to the end, of course. And they probably will make it to the end from here, mate, but not the tyre of choice.
Okay, so Pease. No, sorry. Yeah, no, Pease is in. Andenger's in. Sloth's in. Kaiser's in. Droftus carried on. So did Junior. So did Dirk. So did DJ.
Well, that's kind of smart for those boys, of course. That's a half-timed pit stop. The boys are on VSC conditions, of course, at 40% of the speed, and that's roughly about a half-timed pit stop compared to what you normally would do under green conditions. But if there is a full safety car at the time when the medium runners that are on 9-lap-old mediums, roughly around about lap 20-21, if there is a safety car around about then, it is just going to hurt them. But in all respect, in all honesty, if it is green from now to the checkered flag, they have done a very, very smart thing, and that has just cost them half a pit stop. So, whereas if the rest of the lads were to pit under green conditions, you're talking a 25-second stop, whereas, like I did say, half that will be about 12 and a half, 13 seconds. So, very, very wise from the boys at the front there, Housey.
Yep. So, split-second decisions they've made, possibly the right one there.
100%.
Junior still going really well here, although I was just going to say there, look who's in front of Pease now. Pills is now P6, Pease P7. So, obviously, 9-lap-old tyres for Pillars. Pease on nice fresh mediums coming back at him. We'll see what that happens. Dropped. Oh, who was that? Pillars making a move on Chaz. Down into turn 1. Reserve of Chaz not really making any fight. So, Pills up to P5. Just Mikey.
I tell you what, if the Geordie Juggernaut is on this continuum trajectory, he's in a good shout for driver of the day when it comes time, Housey.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that later. But
I'm very impressed with Mini Ramsell here, mate. He is hanging on to Droftas, and Droftas is no slouch. Junior has fired up, and it is great to see.
Just Mikey with a big tank slapper trying to chase down his teammate.
But hang on a minute. Stop the presses. Stop the presses, ladies and gentlemen. Look who's in P3. Look who's in P3. It is the Zerks. And oh, well, I'll
Mr.
tell you what,
Q3.
that's the Mr. Q3 in P3. And he's doing a stellar job. Great to see you up there, Zerks, where you rightly so belong. And, well, DJ is not giving an inch. He's trying to hang it on. Oh, bit of a tank slapper from Zerks. Turn the stream off, Zerks. Don't listen to us. Just get your head down and focus on what you got to do. Stellar job so far, mate. Chazza is still trying to catch.
Yeah, sorry. And Denge is going to look for a move on Energetics down the front straight here. Pills sets the fastest lap time then, a 1:18.787.
Well, here comes Andenge. Here comes Andenge. And there goes Energetics. And Andenge up into P8 there, how's I?
Yeah, Energetics still looking at this. He's going to go for a cheeky move back.
Oh! I tell you what, a bit of argy-bargy. But yes, they live to fight another day there, Howsy. That was, well, Energetics throwing it in there. He's on 11 lap old softs. Now, I know Energetics. I've known him for quite some time, folks. This lad can stretch tyres. I don't know what he does. I don't know how he does it. But I have seen this lad stretch tyres like beyond the point of anyone can stretch tyres. And, well, he's out there currently on 11 lap old softs. And it would be interesting to see when this guy decides to pit. Currently P9 and doing a great job. But Andenge just showing his skills getting by Energetics there.
I think that Energetics there were just putting up a bit of a fight against Andenge. Knows he doesn't have the pace, but I think, and this is only off the top of my head, just my own personal thinking, I think he was trying to do Pillars.
Pillars are solid, yeah.
Help him out.
Exactly. Yeah, I think you're spot on because I know Energetics. He's a great team man. He really is. If you want a teammate that'll back you up like what Andenge does to his teammates, Energetics is the man.
Droftus and Junior swapping positions at the front. Mini's taking the lead.
Mini! Junior's up there. Woohoo! I'll tell you what, he's fired up. Droftus is not happy. Bit of a tank slapper.
No, yeah.
He's not happy either. And, well, Junior's up there. Good on you, mate. Good on you. And he's up there in P1 for Cat F1. The Rothmans boy in a drop dash is chasing him and chasing him hard, but he's already put 4/10 on him there, Howsy. And, well, of course, yeah, it's very hard to follow through this twisty part of the track because of the front end washout, the undulations of the track, the elevation changes, and well, these sweeping corners as was all about trying to put the power down. That front end just tends to want to go straight, and you're trying to fight the car. Look at the steering wheel inputs, a little bit left, a little bit right, and well, there you go. Droftus will have DRS though here, Howsy, and let's just see how much he can suck it up.
Is it going to be enough? Junior's trying to go defensive. It's going to be late. I don't think he's...
I don't think he's got... Nah. It's too
it's
late.
Going to be late.
It's going to be late. No. He's just doing it to scare him a little bit there, Howsy. Junior would have been watching his mirrors.
Well... Yeah, no, Pillars trying to do the same thing on Zerks, but not close enough either. But he is gaining on Zerk, so...
Oh, what's going on? Oh, Callum. Callum is getting lapped. That's why he's ghosting. I thought he was out of the session. I do apologise, folks.
Yeah. No, I thought that as well, briefly. But so Pillars and Zerks. Pill's going to look for a move on Zerks here, down into turn 5, the hairpin.
Great move by Pills.
Nicely. Zerks not 100% happy, but he's got to have to yield. Look who's in 6th. Chazza now has got a good sniff of the back of Zerks' car.
Well, the top 6 are...
V6 fumes.
The top 6
Pills
are...
gets a penalty.
Oh, no, that's going to hurt him. That's going to hurt him. It's going to hurt him, Howsy. Look how close it is. We're on lap 14, and look how close it is. It's definitely going to hurt. He will not be happy. Pillar's taking a lot of sausage curb. And, well, I'll tell you what, Howsy. I mean, I'm not one to question this lad. He's a quality guy. He's a quality racer. I'm not going to question his, the way he's attacking this track, but just a little bit aggressive for mine. And, yeah, there you go. Attacking those sausage curbs, unsettling the car, perhaps. And, yeah, there you go. A track penalty to boot.
Chazza's going to have a look at Zerks this time around down the front straight. Both got DRS, so it might stall it out, but Chazza's got a good enough run off the exit of 15. So Zerks losing 2 spots, 2 laps.
Oh, bit of a wheel bang, but they hold it,
I just saw
Pillars is around! Pillars is around!
It was It was Pillars. I just saw that at the corner of my eye, peripheral vision, as we was all on board with Zerks.
What is going on?
So he's lost that out of. It must have been that sausage curb, as you rightly spotted earlier on, Skate. You might well be bang on the money there, son. Because that was turn 1. Well, I'd say it's turn 2. That horrible sausage curb in the middle.
I reckon he's being a bit aggressive. Yeah, I think he is, mate, on those sausage curbs, and it is ruining the stability of that car. And I tell you what, P says thank you, son. And well, he's in 6th position. He's right behind Xerxes.
Under pressure now.
But he's out of sync.
Could lose another lap.
Well, that's okay because they're out of sync as the top 5 compared to P's. Let's not forget P's was the first man to blink.
No.
And Chazza, there you go, whack with the penalty. So they're starting to come in thick and fast now, mate.
Yep, we're starting to. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 drivers with penalties at the moment, but we'll expect to see a few more as Bannister gets one. So P's going to get this job done on Zerk. So 3 laps in a row, 3 places for Zerk. Zerk is going to be cussing this part of the track.
But that's okay. That is quite all right. Xerxes will know that the guys at the front in front of him, apart from P's, they're all on the same strat. And Xerxes did start this one P11. Let's have a look at the intervals to the leader, of course. And there you go. So, well, let's just see. For argument's sake, if Xerxes was to pit now, he would come out in, well, between 12th and 13th, roughly. And, well, that's not too bad at all. So, and then he'll be on the sticky softs. But, of course, he's not going to pit now. And the softs won't make it that far from this point on. And that is Pease just driving through the lapped car of Callum Tyler. So, no stress there, folks. And, well, he has got Chazza in front of him. As, well, Pillars is trying to catch that all back up there, Housey, in P8, of course. We did see an uncharacteristic, well, a couple of mistakes from that lad. It's the second time that's happened.
Keep catching up. Yeah, you can't keep catching up gaps. I know he has got the pace.
He's got the pace, but
quality driver.
Yes.
I mean, he is, to be fair.
He's a great driver. He's a great driver.
He has got pace around this track.
Doesn't really matter what track, really, to be fair. Pillars is a great driver.
No, of course. Yeah, I'm not trying to say anything other awards, but I did have a sneaky peek whilst I was doing a bit of a research run around this track as Droftus looking at Mini, but not quite close enough. Would have been a risky move. Droftus thinking better of it, but I'll go back to what I was thinking. Pillars is the guy, certainly on my friends list anyway, at the top of the tree in the time trial times around this track. So he's definitely got pace around here. We know that. 100%. Ramsell gets a penalty as well now. So I'll tell you what, Junior's doing well to soak this pressure up from Droftus. I'm impressed.
Like I said, Droftus is no slouch. Droftus will be applying all sorts of pressure. He'd be loving it. He'd be loving trying to unsettle this young lad. But the young lad is holding his own. He really, really is. And it's a big hats off to you, Junior. Keep it going, son, because you've got someone behind you who's trying to unsettle you. And you're doing a stellar, stellar job. Fantastic to see. As we'll flick down to Chazza, because he's just been passed by the champ in P's. And there you go. The cat driver is setting his sights now on DJ Death Dragon as Bannister. Bannister just got 10 seconds. Wow. I mean, that's probably turn 8 and coming across that heavy braking zone, turn 7, coming across the grass, and it's a major cut. The game doesn't realise you've lost the car. They just consider it, they just consider it a corner cut.
He's still off the track.
Another one.
Another one.
He's
still off the track.
How good is it?
Trying to do the right thing.
How good is it?
I think we did see it a couple of times in the Australia side earlier as well.
Yeah, we did, mate.
I think, was it Fiery that got caught out?
No, Dirty Orange, I do believe it was. Dirty Orange.
Reserves, and
Dirty Orange.
Just sliding around and trying to get back on the track and disqualified him.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Droftus has got by Mini Ramsell, and well, there you go, Housey, up in the first place. Junior, he's going to hang on, but I'll tell you what, he's got that time penalty now. And we do know Droftus is very much a clean skin. It doesn't matter what track. Very rarely gets a penalty.
No, doesn't yet. Junior does have a penalty. I was just about to say, will Junior think about an undercut here? But
well, we know it's savage. We know the undercut does work, but it's too early for the softs, mate. It is just a touch too early for the softs. They're not going to make it that far. He's got to survive a couple more laps, of course. And well, there you go. Droftus got to get his head down now and get out of that DRS zone and start to close. Start to make inroads. But yeah, there you go. Mini is not giving it up. There you go. It's out of the 1 second. There's the detection zone, and he's done it. Junior's not going to get the DRS. Junior is not going to get it. He's not going to get it.
He's past
no, he hasn't got it.
No, he hasn't. He's just outside. He's past DJ for third then, so...
But DJ's going to get him back. DJ's going to get him back.
Yeah.
And have a look at Chazza. Chazza's there as well. Chazza's going to have a go.
I don't know. I didn't see it on board. I was only looking at the timing tree, but I reckon Pease might well have had some. Maybe had a little bit. Maybe it wasn't 100% legal, or he didn't think it was 100% legal, or move on DJ, because as I flicked back on board, Pease was off the throttle there, 100%.
Oh, Pease going deep. Pease is going deep. DJ's hanging on the inside. Pease want to be careful because Chazza is there as well.
Yeah, Chazza's like, oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I remember how it goes here in Formula 4. Well in the mix though, doing a good job. Great view of that battle in front. I was about to suggest another battle going on that I was watching further back. It's Ramsell and Kaiser.
Ramsell and Kaiser, yeah. We're going to flick down to that one very shortly, mate. But this is getting juicy here because Pease and DJ. And, well, there you go. Kaiser gets by Ramsell. As you can see, Pease got a little bit deep, but he should get a good run coming into this last corner. DJ's gone defensive. He's hugging that apex. He's going to run wide on exit to make sure his car is as wide as possible. But, yes.
Double DRS here.
Kaz is going to get a great overdrive here. He's going to get a great overdrive. Look at DJ trying to break the toe. This is going to be insane into turn one.
Right, here we go. We're going to split DJ.
Oh, three wide. No way. No way. Oh, Chazza. Chazza thought better of it. He tucks him behind Pease. And DJ, poor DJ, has just dropped 2 positions. But DJ's not done yet.
No, you've got to try and sit there for the next lap and get him back. But Pease saying, no, thank you, boys. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Callum picks up another penalty.
It was fun while it lasted, says Pease, but I'm checking out. And he's almost.
That's fun, boys.
Well, that was fun, lads, but I'm out of here. And I'm trying to get out of that DRS zone. Nearly 9/10 of a second already as Bannister gets another 3. Poor lad. Poor lad.
Real trouble. Chewy pits as well. So Chewy's now going to get rid of those mediums, put the softs on. Mazepin, we'd also missed a pit stop from Mazepin. He's put the hards on too. So he's got 4 lap old hards on. So interesting choice from Mazepin.
Well, unless he had damage there, Housey, it was a bit of a no man's land to go the soft, of course. And the only other option would be either to stick another set of mediums on and pray there is a safety car at the end. Droftas is boxing. Droftas is boxing. Ramsell, Mini is following him in. Mini is following him in. So these boys are going to go to the softs, and look at Pease. Pease will take the lead of the Grand Prix and sets the fastest lap at the same time with a 1 minute 18.6. This lad is on it. Jesus, it's going to take a monumental task to stop this boy this year. And, well, he's absolutely on the money, Housey.
Let me check this quickly. Bannister up to 32 seconds of penalties now. He is going to be on a fine line of getting disqualified fairly soon. I know he's probably just trying to keep out of the way.
And there you go. Junior's just jumped in the chat while he's in the pit box and said, oh my God, same box. Same box. They got double stacked. They got double stacked. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? And there you go. It's hurt him. Look how much he's dropped. 3 seconds it's cost him. Oh, poor Junior. Poor Junior. That is unheard of. And there you go.
He's on the move, though. He's on the back of Zerks at the moment. Is Ramsell. Another penalty for Bannister.
Dad.
This isn't going to go well. Yeah, Dad's on the move. He's, yeah.
Oh, Pillars. Pillars is being adventurous. He just throws it up the inside of Kaiser and takes up into P10. He's got Ramsell in front of him. And I dare say he's going to take this. Oh, there you go. Late under braking. Pillars.
He hit the curb there.
I tell you what.
I thought that was going to be curtains. I really did. I thought he was going to take Ramsell as well then.
I tell you what. Pillars is aggressive today. He's aggressive today, is the Pills.
That was lucky. That was lucky. He could have found himself in the steward's box there for that one.
The Geordie Juggernaut has decided to get rid of the medium compound here, Housey. Yep. And DJ Death Dragon is staying out one more lap. Well, I'll tell you what, the Geordie Juggernaut is going to do the undercut on DJ because we do know how powerful it is here around Portugal. And there you go, that beautiful, sticky, soft compound on that reserve livery as Droftas will take that 5th position. He has I Am Sloth for company, and Slothy Boy will run their mediums to the end. He will not need to stop. Same with Andenge, same with Pease. The only one that needs to stop in front of him is DJ Death Dragon. And, well, I reckon, mate, he's just gone 1 lap too long here, Housey.
Yeah, well, we're just having a look at the times. See what, let's say 20 seconds, 23. I mean, DJ could still come out around the Zerks, Chazza, Pillars fight, I think. but it might have cost
look
him
at
in his...
Pils and Zerks. Look at Pils and Zerks.
Bannister, another penalty. It's going to be 1 or 2 more, and that'll be that for Bannister, I'm afraid. I think, as you said, Pillars and Zerks both on fresh softs. P5 down to P9, all on fresh softs here. DJ's in.
Let's just see where DJ comes out. We're going to look at Chazza. We're going to look at Chazza here because, well, that's where they were battling on track prior to the pit stops. And if my guesstimates are correct, Chazza will jump him and, well, jump him by some margin.
Yeah, exactly the same as we've got earlier.
There
just
you go.
Exiting the box now,
just
DJ.
Look at, and so... Chazza, there he is there, just passing DJ. And DJ, where is he? You can't even see him. Can't even see him, and there you go. So quite some margin. That is how powerful the undercut is. Almost 3 seconds, folks. Almost 3 seconds is what it is around here, as Pillars did get by Xerxes, but let's not forget, Xerxes is a clean skin, and it's going to play into his advantage as this Grand Prix ticks down to the very final laps.
Yep, Extremist just making a move on Energetics there.
Oh, Energetics by the back. Energetics is not giving it up.
Extremist, I think that was a bit like earlier. I think he maybe thought it was a little bit untowards the move the Extremist made on Energetics, so gave it him back. Battle will resume. Game on between those two.
Exactly right there, mate.
Mini's just got another penalty though, I saw there. So I'll tell you what, give me a second. I'm just going to run you through the penalties. Droftus 3 seconds. Mini Ramsel 6 seconds. Chazza with 3 seconds. Pillars with 3 seconds. Ramsel with 3 seconds. Energetics with 3 seconds. Extremist with 6 seconds. Just Mikey with 3 seconds. Mazespin 9 seconds. Bloomster 6 seconds. Callum Tyler with 15. And Bannister holding the award with 44 seconds worth of penalties. I have no idea how it's still letting him drive.
Well, I'm not too sure either there, mate.
It's about 30. I thought it was about high 30s. It normally just says no. Kicks you out.
Well,
Pillars then sets a fast lap.
It did last year's game, but this year's game, it's being a bit lenient. I know he copped 20 seconds for doing the right thing, did Paul Bannister.
Yeah,
and,
it's not.
Yeah, that's not. It's not
necessarily driving.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
just saying.
That's right. Let's just
we'll
clear that one up straight away. Chazza has gained the most positions with 14 places. The Extremist is the next best, but unfortunately, they're tied for the biggest losers of the Grand Prix. And I hate to say it that way, but it is Pillars and it is Curtis with 7 places lost each.
Yep. So just Mikey getting past Energetics now. So what we on 24? We've got 9 laps to go. We'll have to start thinking about that driver of the day.
Energetics has made a mistake. Energetics has made a mistake. Yes, he's dropped. Bloom's just got by him. Bannister, what's going on with Bannister? He's getting lapped. Bannister is getting lapped. I thought he was out of the session, but that's okay. Bloom is about to take Bannister. He's trying to catch up to Mazespin here as we go back up to Droftus, because Droftus is making a move on Sloth. He certainly is. And that is that 3rd place for Droftus.
Yep. Sloth's not going to be happy about that one, but Sloth just slightly off the pace the last couple of races. Not meaning anything on him. We know how quality he is, but just struggling to find a little bit of pace, I think.
In Sloth's defence, he has just turned ABS off, and we do know that takes a little bit of time to get used to. We do know Sloth has pace.
Taking the ABS off here is a definite track that punishes you. Or it's definitely more tricky. So
yeah, certainly.
Still doing a solid job. By no means. So have we got? No, we haven't. I was just checking because we had.
I need to do driver of the day. I need to do driver of the day.
I just said that a minute ago.
Where are we going to sit? Housey? Where are we going to sit?
Kaiser Ramsel is about the closest battle, isn't it? Or just Mikey Extremist? But
pick a spot, mate. Pick a spot. Pick a spot.
Let's go with just Mikey. Stand by with just Mikey.
Righto. I'm going to do driver of the day, folks. I'll be back in a minute.
Yep, so we'll ride on board with just Mikey. Skate picks him up now. We've got a couple of other battles going, but the Pillars DJ we'll keep an eye on. Kaiser Ramsel a bit further up the road we'll keep an eye on, but this is the closest battle on track at the moment, so it's just Mikey. He is down 1 place. It's just Mikey. Extremist up 7 in front of him. Mazespin picks up another penalty. So, hang on a minute, let me check the tyres. So, yes, we've got soft tyres on Mikey's car. 11 lap old mediums on the Extremist in front. Extremist coming from the back, though. So, no practice at this. He's done a good job as the extremist, trying to break the toe here of the Cadbury's driver. Not close enough this time as Zerks gets past Pillars for P8. P's now 6.7 second lead now. And then we got a virtual safety car. I'm not quite sure what for. A couple of guys in the pit lane there. That might have just been a reaction. Didn't see what it was for. So they've got to stay under the delta here. Very important. Nobody wants to be picking up a drive-through penalty at this stage of the race with, what, 7 laps to go. Definitely not what you want. So, and Dengen P's at the front, looking good for P1 and P2. Droftus has got that penalty. So Sloth maybe going to pick up that P3 if he can stay in the window. I think it's 3 seconds. Let me just double check. It is 3 seconds for Droftus. So Sloth just needs to stay where he is. Obviously, we've got Mini Ramsel and Chazza, 5th and 6th, both with penalties. So DJ, let me check the penalties again briefly while we're still under yellow. Yep. So Chazza's got 6 seconds. DJ just about 6 seconds, just under now back. So he's going to pick up 1 place. Mini now got 6 seconds as well. So, but he's a further sort of 6 seconds up the road. So Pills is now dropping. He's in the pits. Mazepin gets a drive-through penalty. So Pills actually missing the part of his wing. He's made another mistake as Pills. Mazepin got a drive-through there. Just exactly what I was saying. Didn't want to happen. Sorry, Mazepin. Commentator's curse on that one. I'll hold my hands up. Unfortunate for you. That's going to ruin his race.
Well, we are back there, Housey, and the driver of the day vote has gone out. Chazza, Xerxes, the extremist, DJ Death Dragon, and Mini Ramsell are your options, folks. Get your driver of the day in. And, well, for mine, me personally, Housey, my vote has gone the Geordie Juggernaut's way, a.k.a. Chazza.
All good. Let me just check some things in the background.
Well, Chazza's really on the hunt here, Housey. He's chasing Mini Ramsell. Let's not forget, Mini Ramsell's had a stellar race. He was leading it for quite some time, of course. He got caught out with a double stack behind Droftas. He's now in 5th position. Chazza is on the hunt. And I don't think these boys have battled just yet, mate. Chazza might be looking at this one as, oh, bit of a glitch there moment from Junior. But, well, here comes the Geordie Juggernaut. He's on a charge. Can he get 5th position? And, well, let's just see what's happening behind him. Well, Senior, the father, has just got by Kaiserhoff up in a P9. And Xerxes doing a great job in P8. Let's just see the penalty guys in front of him, of course. And there you go. Oh, Slothy Boy! Slothy Boy's just got a drive-through. Slothy has got a drive-through. And Bannister's been disqualified from the session. Received multiple penalties. Unfortunate, Bannister. We know most of them were not your fault. The game has whacked you twice with 2 10 seconds, and that is unfortunate. But yes, Xerxes is going to benefit because Chazza has 6, Mini Ramsell has 6, and where is Xerxes? He needs to hang on to the back of DJ. He needs to catch up because Sloth has a drive-through. The 2 boys in front of DJ has 6 seconds, so Xerxes can really maximise this. He will know this. There is 5 laps remaining as we welcome Bozza to the chat. How are you, boss man? Good to see you in there supporting the boys. But yes, Kaiser is still hanging on the back of Ramsell here, Housey, and he's not letting him go. Ramsell does have a time penalty, so this is great result for Kaiser.
3 seconds, yep. Yep, Kaiser's got there. Obviously, that battle we were watching a few moments ago. Just Mikey Extremist, just Mikey now getting the better off Extremist, so he's finally got that job done. Sloth dropping now. Unfortunately.
Oh, he's made an error. He's made an error. He does have a drive-through, and, well, there you go. Callum Tyler's trying to unlap himself. Junior and Chazza. I tell you what, Junior has just sent it up the inside of Chazza and says, no, you don't, son. These boys are roughly around the same age. Roughly around the same age, mate. Oh, Junior's out of the session. Oh, no, he's back. He's out. He's back. He's out. Well, a bit of a moment there for Mini Ramsell's internet.
Pill's just at the fastest lap time. So, back down in 14th. Pill's on the charge again. Unfortunately, though, too many mistakes from Pillars today. It's going to be one to forget from him. Meanwhile, our leader, 7.6 seconds up the road in P1.
The champ, look at him do his thing. Jesus, who is going to catch this lad, Housey? Who is going to catch him?
Well, I've spoke to a few boys outside of Mondays, and some people were saying, we think it's been more suited towards P's kind of tracks, the ones that he likes, and was hoping for better results later in the year. But at this point in time, I don't know if anyone's going to catch him.
We've done street circuits. We've done track typical circuits. I mean, how is it? I don't see how it's more suited because the guy, we've been to all sorts of tracks here, mate, so far. Yes, albeit round 6, but he's doing a stellar job. 7.7 seconds ahead of Van Denge.
Anyone that's tuning in for the first time, we're talking about RELPs. Now, first, pole position and first in the first round, first and pole position in the second round, first and pole position in the round 3, an unusual fourth qualifying and a second place position in round 4, round 5 last week or last time, first and a pole. I mean, you can't get any more consistent, can you?
You can't
beat that. You can't beat it.
You can't beat it. And we've been to Hungary, we've been to Singapore, we've been to France, we've been to Russia, we've been to the Netherlands. We're now at Portugal. And they're all mixed bag tracks, mate. They are all mixed bag tracks. So I wouldn't say anything's favoured anybody. I think that because it's a random calendar and I don't know, mate. Yes, there are some track characteristics that are very similar regarding, the Netherlands, Portugal, very tight, twisty, quick tracks. But still very different at the same time. Hungary's another one. Then we go to the street circuit of Singapore. And, so, I mean, then you got the openness of France. So he's just, as what Bozza says, he's been on another level this season. And, there you go. He's just doing a stellar job. And, he's stretching his legs up the front because Van Denge just can't seem to hold him. 8.2 seconds now. And, there you go. So DJ Death Dragon up into 6th position and doing a great job is DJ. Mini Ramsell is still hanging on to the back of Chazza, and Chazza is trying to reel in the new Portonian. It is currently 7.8 seconds. I dare say it will be hold stations as we speak, mate. We'll go back down to Kaiser because Kaiser is looking at Mini... I was going to call him Mini Ramsell. How dare I? That is the father. That is Ramsell. That is Senior. And, Senior doing his thing up in P8. Great drive for him. And funny enough, he's behind Xerxes, the man who he kicked out of that Q3 session. He's maybe just said, I might just stay here, mate. I'll stay away from him for a little bit. But anyway, Just Mikey is all over the back of I Am Sloth here. And, I Am Sloth did serve... Has he served his drive-through? Has he served?
Yeah, he's done it.
He served it, down into 10th place. Poor Slothy boy got a drive-through. He was up there in the top echelons of this timing tree. But, there you go. He served his drive-through down into P10. Still solid points regardless.
It's going to be the best he's going to get. Kaiser's clean in front of him. Sloth does have a 3-second penalty. So even if he does make up that gap, I think that's going to be all she wrote. Zerx picks up a penalty then.
Oh, no. That's not what he wanted. That's not what he wanted.
Certainly in the battle going forward, it might change things.
That will change things, but P7's a good result at the moment.
Behind.
Yeah, DJ's going to...
I was looking behind, but he's got 11 seconds then to Ramsell, so he's all right.
If DJ can catch 1 second on Junior, he's going to jump him. And that's the target for DJ. That is the target. Mini Ramsell has 6 seconds worth of penalties. DJ, 7.8 seconds. He needs, nearly 2 seconds now. There might be a little bit too much, too little, too late. And, let's just see how that timing tree falls his way.
Final lap time, though.
Final lap, mate. Final lap. Kaiser's not done, though, because he's still looking at still looking at Dad here. Ramsell, speak of Ramsell, and still half a second. There's going to be a DRS zone approaching here, Housey. This might be where we're looking, mate. This might be where we're looking because they are both on 21-lap old mediums, and they're just about dead at this point, but, same boat. It's all about the toe. It's all about the drive out of this last corner. Kaiser will know this. Ramsell will know this, and the DRS zone approaching. They are roughly on the same amount of VRS as, Kaiser spent his. Ramsell hasn't touched the button yet. And, Ramsell's got that job. Got that job done.
Dude, has just been picking up another penalty on the last lap, unfortunately for him.
Well, you know what? We're going to stick with the champ himself, the Season 2 champ. donning the green fin on the front wing, the green mirrors in respect to Team Jaguar from last season that he won his championship with in Season 2. There is a spinner there. That might be Energetics. I'm not too sure who that was, but there we go. Here he comes. RELPs. What a drive. Stellar job, mate. Stellar job. Congratulations. Great win. Your boy, the resident Swede, and Denj will take P2 here, Housey. And P3 will go to that man there, the new Portonian, Droftas. Good to see him back on the top 3 steps. The Geordie Juggernaut, and for mine, the driver of the day is Chazza. Mini Ramsell, stellar drive, mate. Well done. You should be proud. But let's see how DJ fares. Oh, nearly ran wide. Crosses the line in 6th position. Great job by you, Xerxes. Woohoo! P7. Ramsell will take home. Oh, no, he won't. He got a penalty. Kaiser's going to get him. There you go. Bit of a switcheroo. Kaiser, P8. Ramsell, P9. I am Sloth, P10. Just Mikey, P11. The Extremist. Great drive by him. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got a 3-way tie, Housey. We will decide this driver of the day. Me and you, my friend.
Okay. We shall do that. Just taking a few little shots here for my statistics in the background.
Well, there you go. And we will do these podium celebrations. And the game has given it to Chazza, and I will discuss this off air, Housey, before we do the driver interviews. Yeah. But, well, there we go. This man here, RELPs. We can hear you, mate. You do not need to do that. You have made your noise loud and clear, Peasy boy. P1, another victory for you, my friend. And I'll tell you what, he's had a great run. P2 and Denj. P3 Droftas. Congratulations, boys. I hope that champagne tastes fantastic as we'll go through these timing screens for the lads in the stewarding room. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix did go to that man there, Pillars, with a 1 minute 17.488. And you know what? I think the Aussie boys beat that, mate. I think they did a 17-1. Don't quote me on it. I'm not too sure, but I think they did. But anyway, Peas takes the lead, and that means they get their name on that beautiful graphic that Xerxes does for Portimao for next season. There you go, Peas.
1:17.836.
Oh, was that the fastest lap? No.
Yep.
Pillars beat it by 4/10. Well, there you go.
Yep.
4/10 of a second from Pillars. And, well, not too shabby at all. We'll flick down to the bottom there, mate, and just do the thing for the stewarding room. We're going to go on a brief pause, ladies and gentlemen. And Junior is in there shaking at Suicide 5, shaking. Did that going on again? Well, there you go. The banter is alive and well. We're going to go on a brief pause, folks. We're going to get these drivers in for driver interviews, and we'll be back with you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have been just treated to an absolutely stellar Grand Prix. We have our top three in the commentary box, and I speak of none other than Droftas P3. We'll start with him. Great drive. There was a battle there, Droftas, with Junior, aka Mini Ramsell. Talk us through that one, mate, because there was a time there where you were in front and he was hanging on, and then he sent it up the inside of you, and you thought, oh, Jesus. And then when you started putting on that pressure, mate, how was that one for you, Droft?
Yeah, good.
Well, Droftas,
ladies and gentlemen, Kimi Räikkönen in the box.
You just missed that one. But, well, Droftas is a man of few words. But, yeah, talk us through that one, Droftas. I mean, that was a great battle between you and Mini.
Yeah, it was a great battle. He had enough pace to stay with me. So in the end, I stopped using my ERS, let him lead for a bit, built it back up, and was hoping to just after the pit stop go for it. But he was my teammate, so he got double stacked, so there's no worry of that.
Yeah, that's right. And it cost him 3 seconds, and you were the beneficiary being the car in front. So, well, I'll tell you what, Droft, P3 for you. Great to see you back on that top 3 steps. And, well, we look forward to seeing you next week. Congratulations on a great drive, mate. Well done.
Thanks.
As well, you know what, folks? I'm going to give the viewers what they want. This boy, my co-commentator loves this guy. We all love Andenge, the ultimate teammate. But you know what, Housey? You can take this interview. I know you want to.
Oh yeah, well, with pleasure. It was always a pleasure of mine to speak to my boy. It really is. Probably one of the nicest guys on the grid, ladies and gentlemen, and probably one of the best teammates too, in my opinion. So that is my boy Andenge. P2 for you, Andenge. Obviously, look, I'm not even going to speak to you about what happened last time out. Let's just focus on here. But you needed this result today, and you've done it. So congratulations, son. 4th on the grid, 2nd place in the race. How did you find that?
First of all, I'm going to have to appreciate you commentators because we're back again with some quality time, remember? That's my catchphrase at this point.
Yes.
Some quality time. I agree. Let's not talk about last race.
No. That's
so,
all.
Yeah, I'm
that's
happy to be back here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly right. And well, you've won the hearts over the Twitch land as well there, and Denge, as Kaiser's come in saying, oh, such a smoothie. So, well, fantastic. It was great battling there, Andenge. Unfortunately, well, it was looking forward to seeing you and Peas do battle. It just wasn't quite ready. Just at this particular track, of course, you and Peas have never had to battle yet in this magnificent league. Of course, being teammates the first 2 seasons. And, well, Peas does not have that rear gunner this season. But it looks like he doesn't need it. But you've done a stellar job, Andenge. P2 is a big achievement here at this particular grid. Congratulations on a great drive. The Pot 1 Cadbury driver, folks, Andenge.
Yeah, thank you. I'll take this result for sure. There's 17 laps left in the season. I'm gonna battle Peas at some point.
That's it, mate. That is it. We're all looking forward to it. Same as what we're looking with junior and senior battle as well. A bit further down the order, but we will push on here, Andenge. We're going to go to our champion winner of last season, the leader of the championship this season. And I tell you what, I speak none other of the man of RELPs. I'll tell you what, Housey, who's going to catch this bloke? He is just, well, he's making noises of all sorts. He even has got the, the driver celebration with I Can Hear You. We can hear you, Peas. P1, another P1. Congratulations, mate. Well done. What a drive. Oh, we cannot hear him.
I got.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, it was a good race.
No, that's all good, mate. He's another man of few words there, but well, I'll tell you what though, Pease, there's one thing I need to talk to you about. This pole position. I mean, Pillars came out and I thought we were in for a cracking battle between Season 1 and Season 2 champs. Unfortunately, Pillars bowed out of that one. But what were your thoughts when he took pole there, mate? Were you a bit... I know you did come out on track just after him and you thought, oh, geez, I've been knocked off me perch, but it was only 0.03 of a second. I mean, talk us through that one there, Pease.
I wasn't surprised because Pillars is fast. It's just, I would have liked to have been on pole, but I think I did probably the best I could in quali. So if I did the best I could, I can't complain. Fitness was just better in quali.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right, of course. And, well, I mean, a battle for the ages is brewing, of course, but you stretching your lead up in front is exactly what the doctor ordered. We are at Austria next week, though, Peas, and another one of your backyards, mate. Well, I'll tell you what, is there anyone that can stop this man? He's starting to run away with it. 115 points ahead. He was on his total. Sir Young Tommy, who did miss this one, was on 82. So, and behind him, you've got Pillars on 80, Droftas on 80. Pillars, I think, finished, I'm not too sure where he finished, I think 10th or something around about there. And Droftas, of course, we all know, finished third. So you're ever so slightly stretching that lead in front. And, well, I'll tell you what, Peas, this is, well, it's going to be a battle for the ages if the boys can start to reel you in.
I'm just waiting for Monaco. That's when it starts snowballing back towards me instead
Well,
of forward momentum. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, I mean, if it hasn't snowballed towards you yet, I mean, I'd hate to see when that happens. And well,
Monaco. Hang on, I'm just checking here. What round is that?
Well,
that
it's
is,
near the end. So I need a good lead before I get there.
Okay.
Otherwise, problem.
Well, there you go, drivers. You've heard it from the champ himself. There's the kryptonite. So Spain, China, Azerbaijan, Canada, Mexico, and Britain are his kryptonites. So, well, just hang on to him, and we'll see if you can start to reel him in. But nevertheless, we're not taking any shine away from you, Peas. Stellar job yet again, mate. Congratulations on a great win.
Thank you very much.
Now, how's I? We couldn't split these two. We just couldn't split them. Now, we just couldn't split them. Now, the Geordie Juggernaut, a.k.a. Chazza, done a stellar job from the back of the field to finish fourth. Of course, did not participate in qualifying. And DJ Death Dragon, well, he was a clean skin. And that is something to take your hat off to around this very, very tricky track. I might do Chazza first. The Geordie Juggernaut, Chazza! P20 to P4, tied for driver of the day. Congratulations, young fella. Awesome job.
Yeah, I must say, it feels great to be back in this league.
Awesome,
I have missed it.
Fantastic to have you back too, mate. And you did start to show your class throughout that one, mate. And there was a battle there between you and roughly the guy who's roughly your age, being Mini Ramsell. And I reckon it was, well, it was the first time you'd actually got a good look at him. And you were behind him, mate. You made the move and then he got you back. And it was fantastic to see. But nevertheless, mate, not taking any shine away from you. P20 to P4, no mean feat, especially on this grid. Congratulations, Chaz. Driver of the day, mate. Well done.
No, cheers, man. Thanks.
No dramas, buddy. And I'll tell you what, well, this guy, we love an interview with this guy. There he is, DJ Death Dragon, tied for driver of the day. Well, wee, how's he? Clean skin, zero track penalties. And that is something to take your hat off to, of course. And I speak of none other than the resident Arnie himself, DJ Death Dragon. Congratulations, mate. The Texaco driver.
Back again.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, cracks me up every time, DJ. Talk us through that one there, mate. Absolutely stunning drive from you, mate.
Yeah, that was a solid one. I didn't expect it myself since that's one of my weaker tracks, but I had really good pace. Qualifying was also pretty good.
Yep,
some pretty sneaky tactics in the race. One of them with P's, but yeah, solid race for me.
Very, very good. Sneaky tactics. Care to elaborate on that one there, DJ?
Just making sure that I get the most out of the track.
That's exactly right, mate. But I'll tell you what, if there's anyone to shadow, that's the man right there. You just see if you can hang on to that rear wing and smell that exhaust fume. And if you can hang on to him, you're doing pretty well. Well, DJ, I'll tell you what, mate. 0 track penalties. Hats off to you, brother. That is very tough to do. Congratulations on a stunning drive. P6 in the end. And, well, pot 2 Texaco with Sir Young Tommy missing. I reckon you may have jumped him there, DJ. And you might be leading that pot 2 championship. So this is a big one for you, baby.
I really hope so.
Oh, big one, DJ.
I really hope so.
Oh, he's starting to fire up, Mr. Dutchman. But congratulations, DJ. Awesome drive. Well done, mate.
Thank you very much, mate.
No problem at all. I tell you what, Housey, it's probably a very, very good one to end this one on, mate. But, well, awesome racing from both divisions. All drivers should be proud of what they achieved out on track this very particular week. Of course, yes, there was a week break. The boys were a bit toey getting back out on track, and they have not disappointed us, Housey. Cracking job from all involved, mate.
Yep, a brilliant race here in the Euro, and a good showing. And great race from the Australian side earlier as well. Really good. It has been the first time for Portimao for me, and it hasn't disappointed one bit.
Really. And for the league.
Yeah, and for the league. You know, and probably maybe the last as well, but let's not go to there. But yeah, provided some great racing.
It does.
I just want to double check myself here, because before I say it, I was just about to say. No, I mean, it was. I don't know if you picked up on it earlier. In the Australian side, the top 5 was 5 different teams. All 5 teams represented in the top 5, which I thought was very good. So that's one thing to pick up on. And I was just having a look, because I don't actually think, I believe, yeah, Dirty Orange, Fiery, Old Boy earlier, and Bannister today, they were all, in terms of not finishing the races, they were disqualifications, or I don't think we didn't actually have anybody crash out of the race in 40 drivers, and not one of them crashed out of the race. So I have to applaud absolutely every single one of these guys. Stunning driving from everybody involved with the league this week. Absolutely brilliant job.
Of course, Housey. And let's not forget the combined constructors, where it's all about here at Formula 4. Very team emphasis here at Formula 4. That is what it's all about. Very different how we do it here, folks, as you're well aware, of course. And, well, the bottom 3 teams are starting to reel in the top 2, mate. And, well, Cadbury's have put their hand up ever so slightly. The top 2 teams, I speak of none other than Cat F1 and Old Spice, started to stretch their legs ever so slightly there, Housey. As you can see there on the graphic, it's bloody close. Yeah. There's 2 points at Singapore, and look at Cadbury starting to catch up a little bit here, Housey. And then there's a little bit of drop-off, but they've all heard the call, and they're all trying to catch that gap up. And we look forward to seeing how they fare as the remaining rounds tick over. But yes, plenty to go here, mate. Only round 6, 24 rounds in total. And, well...
Just warming up.
Just warming up, mate. Austria to come next.
The tire warmers off.
Austria to come next. And, well, looking forward to that magnificent track to see who's got the speed at DJ's home ground. I hear the sound of DJ on the hills singing his lungs out. A bit of a reference to The Sound of Music there, folks, but it's a bit of a personal joke. Instead of making a fool of myself, I think I'm going to end this one right about now. I'll tell you what, folks, we've loved bringing that one to you. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. But for now, from us, goodbye.